Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Healing Powers of the Divine Universe. I am Sunny, and I am going to be giving you messages from the divine this morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you're watching this, but it's morning for me, so I went ahead and pulled the cards, and I got a lot of messages going on here, so let's get started. The first card I pulled is expansion, so I feel that there's going to be an expansion in your life. If it is going to be in your work, your love life, your relationships life, or even in your family, but there is going to be some type of expansion that's coming. With this card, it looks to me that this woman here is pregnant. So maybe somebody in your environment, in your life, is pregnant and they're about ready to give birth. Doesn't have to be, but that could be the expansion that they're talking about. Or it could just be in like finances, or, in a career, or in life in general for you. But then after the expansion card, I pulled the emotional loss. So you're going to be feeling some type of emotional loss in your life. If it is regarding this expansion, maybe somebody you know or somebody that you wanted to be in a relationship with is getting married, or if they're expanding their life, if they're having a child that you don't know about, maybe there's a secretive child that you have yet to hear about, but you're going to be feeling an emotional loss today, and it's going to be one that really hurts your heart, that really takes a really hard hit on your emotional level. So be prepared for that. But then I pulled You Are Stronger Than You Know. So that's going to definitely, you need to remember that when you do receive this emotional loss that is coming your way. Just know that you are stronger than you know, and you will be able to forge forward and make it through whatever heartache that you're going to be feeling. We have going with the flow. So you will need to be going with the flow throughout this expansion, throughout this emotional loss. As much as you can, just go with the flow. Have faith in the higher above. Believe that they're, right there with you, that they're helping you be the strongest that you can be. And that will help you get through whatever you need to get through on this journey today. So just try and really go with the flow, try and relax, meditate, do whatever it takes to kind of just be calm, and just kind of just, instead of trying to swim up current, you're just kind of floating down like this person here. I pulled empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of the situation. So it's going to cause, if I call you, it's going to call for you to have a ton of empathy, to try and understand all sides of the situation. Sometimes that's really hard to do if it's a situation that includes you, that somebody's been doing you wrong, or if somebody has been hiding a pregnancy from you, if it's your, husband, wife, significant other, whomever. But you're going to really just have to allow that emotional loss to be felt, to be worked through, to heal, and then released to the universe. But you are strong enough to get through it, and you are going to be able to go through the flow, and you will be able to see all sides of the whole situation. We have you and your loved ones are safe, new moon in Cancer. So know that everyone in this situation are safe. You don't need to worry about if somebody's going to blindside you from the side, or, so just know that you are being protected from the higher above. It's the new moon in Cancer, so there's going to be a lot of people around you that are going to be very sensitive, that are going to be very loving, and might even come in to help, you through with whatever you're going through, to be able to maybe financially get through, maybe emotionally. But you're going to definitely have outside help. I get that from the new moon in Cancer, because Cancers are very helping people. They're very sensitive and loving, and they're, always there with empathy to help, a person or people through anything that they need to get through. We have rebuild. So you will be able to rebuild after this situation. Rebuild your heart, for one thing. It is going to allow you to begin again, to step outside of whatever you've been in, step to the right and start to rebuild love, rebuild, your empathy, rebuild, the way that you look at things, the way that you deal with things. So start rebuilding your life. If you need to, the tower hit and you're beginning to build your foundation back up, you're going to be able to do that. We have the facet card. So you're going to be able to see the new, all the new faces that are coming in, all the new opportunities. You're going to be able to really grasp those. You're going to be able to start to rebuild your relationships with maybe your children, because this is a child and this is an adult, obviously. Maybe you're going to be able to forgive and rebuild with your children, with your family, with those people around you. But you're going to definitely need a lot of empathy, so then you could see all the sides that are going to be coming at you, and all the information and all the pain that you're going to be feeling for sure. We have financial and material changes. So there will be financial and material changes. Maybe you have been struggling with finances, and you kind of haven't seen a way out, but you have kept your faith in the higher above. You have definitely just kind of gone with the flow and just really knew that the source was going to provide for you during this difficult time, that there was people out there willing to help you. And so because of that, you are going to receive some financial and material changes in the positive. So know that is coming, definitely. I pulled the forgiveness card. So there is going to be a need for a lot of forgiveness in this situation. And whatever you are going through, you're going to have to really dig deep. You're really going to have to step aside and step back into yourself and really allow yourself to have empathy, to be able to see, all the sides of this situation. And you're going to have the need to forgive. If you cannot forgive the people that have done something wrong to you, then what you need to do is you need to be able to forgive them for yourself. So then you're not carrying those burdens and all that, around with you. You're able to forgive. Then you're able to release the hard feelings that, whatever feelings that you're feeling at this time. And forgiveness isn't just in one day. You have to spend some time within and just, evaluating what has gone on, and really allow your heart to sing to you, and to rebuild your heart to be able to forgive. So it's not like it's going to be today that if you find out something bad, that you're just going to automatically be able to forgive and move on. So that's going to take time, but if you can't do it for them, do it for yourself. So then you're not, carrying all that weight around with you for the rest of your life. I pulled the traveling card. So there is going to be a need to travel, or you're going to want to travel. So maybe if you moved, say this is happening back home where you used to live, or where your family lives in an area, you might have to travel to them, or you might decide that you are going to travel away from them, that you need to get away for a while and just really allow this to sink in, allow it to really soak in, and figure out how you're going to rebuild your life, how you're going to have the empathy and forgiveness to forgive in this situation. We have fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So you might be feeling a lot of fear. There might be a lot of fear that comes up with this situation. Or maybe fear has been holding you back and it no longer is going to. If you replace fear with love, it definitely will send you on the right path that you need to be on. Fear is more in the darkness. Obviously, it's more of the devil's work than it is in the light and God's work. If we replace that fear with love, and just have faith and believe in the higher above, And, then that's what the universe will do with us. It will, replace that fear and all of that with pure love, and definitely come straight at us with all the good things that obviously they offer. So don't let pride get in your way. New moon in Leo. So a Cancer and a Leo might be really strong in this reading, because those are the two signs I really see here. It doesn't have to be, but that's what's coming up. So don't let your pride get in the way. Set your pride and your ego down and replace that with love, and just, with empathy and with forgiveness. So if you do that, then you will definitely be able to rebuild and have, the empathy and the forgiveness that the higher above is asking us to have in this situation. And it will create this love for you. It will replace all of it with love, pure love, which is good, because unconditional love is needed in everything that we face, good or bad, in everyday life. When we come into contact with any, other person, strangers or not. But if you replace that with unconditional love, it brings this light. See how bright and yellow this card is? It replaces it with this light, and see how happy these two people are, because it replaces it with pure love. So, destiny. So it's definitely going to be pushing you towards your destiny, what you are destined to do. It's going to definitely tell you, or allow you to see what people are destined to be in your life, what people are destined not to be in your life. Maybe it's going to push you towards an expansion in your family if you accept it and move on. But you're definitely going to figure out what you're destined to do, how you're destined to feel, and where your destiny is pushing you. Maybe that's where the traveling comes in. Maybe you're destined to move overseas to do a project. Maybe you're destined to move back home to help people, or maybe you're destined to stay where you're at. It's definitely going to allow you to figure that out, and to really start working on that destiny. That source, and the universe wants us to begin, wants us to meet before the end of our lives, and so on. So there's going to be a lot of mental conflict, and instead of getting stuck up in your head, ask the divine to please to free your mind of mental conflict, to free your mind of all the questions and all the clutter that's going to cloud your mind, and to be able to release that so you can think clearly and you can think more positive. Because mental conflict brings in our darkest fears. It brings in all the darkness and all the negative thoughts that we go through. So we need to definitely be reaching out to our angels, our ancestors, our guides, and source to free us from this mental conflict, to get us out of the negative thinking, to get us out of the darkness, and bring more positive thoughts in, bring more love and light into our minds. We have emotions, so it's going to be a day full of emotions. They could be, happy emotions, they could be negative, they could be just extremely sad, but allow yourself to feel those emotions. Don't run off and try to mask them with anything that makes you feel good, such as like sex, gambling, shopping, eating, drugs, or alcohol. Allow yourself to feel those emotions. We don't like to feel the emotions that hurt our heart, but at times we need to, so then we can definitely have a level head. We don't get stuck up in this mental conflict. We're able to bring this love into the situation, and then what that allows us to do is rebuild from the pain and the disappointment that sometimes we go through in life. The next card I pulled is sorrow. So again, there is going to be a lot of tears shed. There's going to be a lot of sorrow. Whatever's going on in your situation is going to be a very emotional time, a very sorrowful time. It's going to really probably just catch you off guard. Maybe you've been waiting for a situation to come to head, but it hasn't been. But really, you were being protected because the situation's a lot worse than what you thought. Maybe you haven't been, allowing yourself to feel this sorrow. Maybe you've been drinking, and and doing everything possible to not feel that pain and that, what we all feel when something or somebody does us wrong, or where a situation really hurts our hearts and we don't want to face the truth, or maybe the truth has been being hidden from you, or it just, there's a lot of ways I could go with this, but you just fill in the blanks of what is going on in your life that is causing this, and is making you rebuild, your heart, and rebuild your life, and making you get out of the fear and replacing that with love and moving you towards your destiny. Just remember that everything that we do is a lesson. Every hardship, everything that we go through is a lesson. Sometimes they're easy lessons and they're not as dramatic as this, but sometimes they are. And what it does is it teaches us how strong we really are. It definitely teaches us to go within and to rebuild and to feel that sorrow, and to really replace all of it with unconditional love, because that's what the answer to every problem, every thing that we go through with life is. If people are deceiving us and doing us wrong, if we become as hard and unloving and as dark as those people that have, or that do that to us, and we take love out of the situation, we're no better than those people, or we're no better than that situation. But if we keep unconditional love and forgiveness and emotions into the situation, then not only are we learning a lesson, but we're also growing the love that is missing from the situation. We're teaching those people that, what, no matter what you do to me, I'm not going to allow myself to become unloving towards you. I'm not going to allow myself not to forgive you for the bad things that you've done, or so on and so on. So please just keep unconditional love involved in this. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past, so there's going to be tons of regret in this situation. When I said that, I got tons of chills. I mean, from like big time. So I think people in this situation are already in that regret stage. They regret what they have done. They regret I don't know, maybe they have destroyed your life. Maybe they have ruined your reputation. Maybe they have taken things from you that did not belong to them. But people are already in that regret stage. So what you need to do is step back and not allow yourself to start regretting things. Not, if, just for an example, if this has the story has something to do with the justice system, not the universe, law, but the actual justice system, and people are going to start, getting in trouble and so on. Don't regret that, you said something. Don't regret, don't have regret that you push something to come to the light, because those people need to face up to what they've done, and vice versa. If you're in that position, then you need to face up, to what you have done. It's time for, this story, this situation to come to head. It's time to rebuild, and not only rebuild for you, but all people that are involved in it. And it's time to bring love and light back into it, and get rid of the darkness, the fear, the regret, and replace it all with unconditional love. So, and then the next card is a time for healing. So it's definitely going to be a time for healing for everyone involved in this situation. And once you do, you're going to be able to rebuild. And then the last card I pulled is the crown chakra. So you're going to be receiving a lot of information, a lot of downloads from the higher above. So keep that chakra cleansed, keep it open. Listen to what you are being told, or if you're being shown something, do not second guess that. But you will receive the answers that you need if you just ask and believe in the answers that you're receiving. So, but that is the messages I have from the divine today. I hope that it resonated with you. If it didn't, then check out I usually do messages from the divine every other day. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you would. It helps my channel grow. It helps people that are not able to see the messages I deliver see them. If you'd hit that like button and share this video, I would greatly appreciate it too. I hope that everybody has a beautiful, loving day. eat all day. If you are going through a situation like this, just bring love into the situation. Always bring love. And if you would do something kind for somebody today, there might be someone that just really needs some kind words said to them. Maybe send somebody flowers. Maybe, take somebody out to lunch, or go to your neighbor's house and ask them if they need any help, or, just do something kind for somebody today. If you're feeling down and out and you're feeling, sad, or you're feeling regret, replace that with unconditional love and do something kind. So, anyways, everybody have a blessed day. I will see you on my next video. Much love. I'm sending so much unconditional love, so much healing, and so many positive vibes to each and every one of you. Peace.